Well, she is only in 9th grade and is already making her mark across the Houston area and around the world. She's helping educate and fund education for girls and doing it with help from her nonprofit called Lemonade with Ice. And as we celebrate Women's History Month, we are so happy to have once again with us Ice Venkatesh from the Village School highlighting all of this. And already she's on my fabulous list because this one was here earlier and now she's had a wardrobe change. And okay, we're friends already. I love it. But first of all, I need to talk about this incredible program, your nonprofit. We talked briefly about it, but I want to go into more details. Tell me again when you started it, for those who are just joining us, and why you started it.
Lemonade with Ice, I founded that in 2017 when I was just 7 years old. And I founded it because as I traveled the world, I realized...
Yeah, go ahead. We have a little mic. Go ahead. You can go ahead and talk. There you go. And now, one more time, I was asking her how she ended up started it and why. Sometimes we have technical difficulties, but go ahead and explain, Ice, one more time.
So I started Lemonade with Ice in 2017, and the reason I started it was because I traveled the world a lot when I was young. And when I traveled the world, I realized not many girls were fortunate enough to go to school. And that's why I started this nonprofit organization, to make sure all girls have the opportunity to go to school in their life.
And you're 9th grade now. How old were you when you started once again?
I was 6 years old when I started Lemonade with Ice.
6 years old. A 6-year-old, I mean, I remember when I was around doing things, but did you see other kids who were struggling or you were concerned about too? Is that another reason why?
Yes, so when I traveled, I was able to see a few girls who weren't as fortunate enough.
Right.
And that really sparked within me, and I wanted to make a difference, even if it was small, since I was 6 years old, but I wanted to start somewhere.
At such a young age, a lot of kids, as I just mentioned, wouldn't even think about that. But what does it mean to you knowing that you're actually helping other people to make a difference in their lives? Because you don't have to do it. What does it really mean? How does it make you feel?
I think for me, I realized that I was so fortunate and I have a lot of support from my family and friends. And when I give back to others, it makes me happy and makes me feel good that I'm helping others in my community and in the world, because they're girls as well and they're my age and they should have the same opportunities as me.
Now, if there are little girls watching right now, because some may still be on spring break, others may be back in school, what is the first step and a piece of advice would you give to other young kids who want to be entrepreneurs, start a nonprofit just the way you did?
I think my first word of advice would be, find something that you love, find something you're passionate for, and just go for it. Give it a try, and especially in entrepreneurship, there may be some roadblocks, but failure is just another way to learn from your mistakes.
I notice also you have a lot of self-confidence. A lot of kids may not have the self-confidence you do. You have to ask people for help.
Yes.
Is that one of the biggest things also when it comes to having a nonprofit and trying to start something new?
Yes, so that is a big thing, and confidence and reaching out to people. And that's exactly one of the reasons why we have the Empower Her Summit as well this weekend, is because we realize a lot of girls need help with confidence or meeting successful people in their community who aren't very far from them. So that is very important.
The word no. How do you deal with the word no? Because there are going to be people who say, no, we can't help you right now. How do you deal with that and still move forward?
I feel like the word no is just a challenge for me. It's just another roadblock I need to overcome. And when someone says no, I want to find 10 more ways to go around that. So I just use that as a motivational booster. And sometimes seeing how can I improve from that and why they said no in the first place.
Wonderful. Well, we only have about 20 seconds. 2 things I need from you. Tell us quickly how we can get information about the summit that you're participating in, and also your website to learn more about you.
All this information will be on lemonadewithice.org, as you can see on the screen right now.
Okay, and people can sign up to attend as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. I see you're wonderful. Thank you so much for being so inspiring in what you're doing, and I see great things for you in the future. And now you're friends of the show, so you got to come back to keep us posted on everything that you're doing.
Will do.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.